Kenshin め、お前は勝てぬ。袴が後ろ前。Hello and welcome. Let's have a look at the Aton Customs 112 scale Kenshin. So usually I jump right into articulation, but today we're going to talk about the clothing, and more specifically the Hakama, because it's on backwards. See this here? This little flap thing here is supposed to go on the back. And it's by design because this here, the Hakama Ito, is also sewn on the back rather than the front. So it's not a quick fix. Checking the pre-order. Yeah, looks like this is it. So one would need to cut this thread here, also gently, flip around, and sew it back right here. So that's the Hakama rant. Not great, but fixable. So as we're talking about the clothing, let's continue with his kimono. Unfortunately, it's a bit too short. You can see his thighs are showing. Would have been nice if it was longer so we could avoid that. We can see the undergarment here. It's not an actual undergarment at all. It's just a little bit of fabric to give the illusion of him having 2 layers of clothing. Well, the kimono is not really sewn correctly. It's fine. At this scale, I guess. Aside from the Hakama, that's something, it doesn't matter as much. So, does that mean this figure sucks? Absolutely not. I always appreciate when a company does samurai figures. So it's not a complaint, it's more of a hope that things are improved upon in the future. All that aside, I think the head sculpt is really nice. They did a fantastic job here. If they came out with a figure like this for Yojimbo, or maybe, like a Zatoichi, Katsu Shintaro would be great. And rounding it up with a still living actor, Nakadai Tatsuya. Maybe something from Ran would be good, or even a pair with Mifune for Yojimbo. That's what I really want. But because I can't have that yet, this is a fantastic substitute. But okay. So Kenshin comes with his iconic reversed edge katana. So the sheath, saya, is metal. Very nice, will not break. It's missing some details I would like to see. It's just basically a long tube. This, for example, is something that would have been nice to have. When it comes to the blade itself, it's probably the best 1/12 scale sword I've seen. I mean, look at that. You can even see the hamon like it should look. Damn. Kind of makes me wish it wasn't reversed at all. Yeah, look at that. What a beauty. It has a proper habaki as well. This golden thingy. The tsuba is a simple affair, but it works, giving me Miyamoto Musashi vibes. The handle, or tsuka, is also detailed, but there are no menuki. Boom, wakizashi. Let's compare. Not bad, right? So it comes with 3 different ponytails. One that is straight and matches his head sculpt. One that is curvy, like the wind is blowing. But I prefer the third option, that is realistic hair. It doesn't fall out easily, and it doesn't hinder articulation at all. When it comes to standard hands, his right hand is a gripping one for the katana, as well as his left hand. And he also has a dedicated hand for pushing his blade out. If you want to avoid the wrist peg look, he also comes with 2 pairs of underarms. Look at that texturing. It's also very good for being ready to draw. And his remaining right underarm. Now this is a little bit tight, but you can make it work. And his dedicated arm for pushing out the blade. Articulation time. So we start with his head. Can of course spin around 360. Can look up about that much. And down about that much. Side to side range is good. So he can make a good T-pose. But wait, Madaru. He can go beyond the T-pose. When it comes to his butterfly joints, his shoulders go back really far. And go forward as well, rather far. The butterfly joint looks like this. On the front. And like this on the back. Fucking excellent. When it comes to his arms, he has a bicep swivel. And his elbow bends really, really far. Wrists, nothing we haven't seen before. He can bend forward at his waist about... Whoa. So bending forward, superb. What about backward? Yeah, bending his legs a bit, he can definitely do a neo. Fantastic. Side to side. Fairly limited. But it twists very well. I'm not going to do a 360 with the clothing, but yeah. So his upper torso alone goes about that much. Very decent. I wish they would have done something different here. Shogunai, I guess. Can't be helped. Comes to the legs. Double jointed knees. Look at that. So his double jointed knees give an excellent range of motion. The feet, they hinder, it says a little bit. For the feet, they go 360. They go up about that much, down about that much. So a little bit side to side. So would I recommend this figure? Heck yeah. The Nota base body is excellent. You can get him into a lot of cool poses. Well, I think they could have done a little bit better on the clothing department. It is good enough, with the hope that something better will come along one day. All right. Hope you enjoyed this review of Kenshin. Thank you very, very much for watching. the Kenshin bow.